to be actually doing, and so I just started the recording. I am not sure. I'm trying to get, am I large in your screen or am I small in your screen?
Large.
Large.
Pretty large.
Large.
So large. Still? Am I still
It does
large?
say,
All right.
it does say it's recording.
Great, good. So y'all are going to be my guinea pigs. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Welcome to the very first ever Bravo team meeting. This meeting is here to support the growth in our region. I do want you to know that we actually have others that aren't in our region joining us because they have team members or are part of a team that's part of the Bravo region. So I want everyone to know that everyone is welcome. I do want to start out by telling you what the Bravo region consists of. So as I'm doing recognition tonight, I was only able to actually pull from our actual region, not in one of these states. I don't want you to feel left out. I just want you to know that I was only able to pull it from my region for this event, but of course our cocoa notes, your team, there'll be lots of ways for you to get that recognition, but I wanted to do some tonight from our region. So our region consists of 18 states plus the DC area. The states that we cover are Alabama, Arkansas, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, and West Virginia, and then the District of Columbia. So we have a very large region, and it's very exciting to have so many of you joining us this evening. And I do want to make a special welcome as well as to those of you that your physical address may not fall into the Bravo region. You have the benefit of joining us as well as working with your FDM in your region as well. So thanks to all of you for being part of this. So I look forward to starting to do this monthly. My goal here is we have so much growth happening right now in the Bravo, and we are spreading all across the United States. In many cases, many of you don't have as much of a local team, but you have a spread out team. And let me just tell you, any way you build a team is a great way to build a team. So that's what I want you to know, is that we want to support you. Many of you are brand new to the business and you're already recruiting and you've got a local team, but you have never done a team meeting before, and they're just not sure what to do. Just ideas of what you want to do if you're hosting live meetings, as well as if you're wanting to do online meetings like we're doing here tonight. For many of you, you'll be doing both. I'm a real believer that nothing ever replaces that face-to-face contact. However, we're seeing great growth online right now, and you know, you have to just realize there's, as we say in the South, there's many ways to skin a cat. So we want to support all of you and helping with that. A couple of just kind of ground rules. We want to keep these meetings always positive. If you have comments that or questions maybe that don't fall into the quote positive category, if you would personally email those to me or text them to me. My email address is Laurie, L-A-U-R-I-E .Lambert, L-A-M-B-E-R-T @DoveChocolateDiscoveries.com, and you do need to spell that completely out. Or you can text me at 817-217-7103. I'll repeat that, 817-217-7103. Secondly, I want you to know that because, especially in this meeting, I will not be able to respond to things that come up on chat. I apologize for that, but I don't want to try and multitask to the point that I'm not giving those of you that are here and live my full attention. So if I don't respond, just please send that to me afterwards, or feel free, any of you out there. But let's just keep this super positive. Always remember, when we're looking, when we are having struggles, always go to the person that can make the difference, not just the general population. If you're having a problem with an order, which I personally have never experienced, I'm sure some of you have, don't go to the Facebook page, don't come to, you know, groups like this. Go to field services. They're the only ones that can make a difference in that area for you. If you're struggling with booking parties or wanting to know how to start a new chocolatier off, or working the business in an online kind of way, reach out to myself, your upline leader, your manager, the people that are invested in that part of the business. Let us help you. So I'm just super excited, and I hope all of you are as well. I do want to start tonight by doing some recognition, and what I'd like us to do is I want us to learn to recognize and cheer online. So I'm going to ask everybody to hold their applause until the end, but we still want to make people feel just as excited and valuable in their performance, just because we can't do it live. If you're on the phone, you can just press the 6 key and get a lot of noise going on at the end, or if you're live, just cheer with me and let's really make our top performers feel super, super special, because that's what they are. But I also want you to know that regardless of if you're a top performer or if you do this on a very, very part-time basis, you are hugely important to the Bravo region. Every single person and every person that does business with us, every dollar counts. And I want you to know that you are there and we are here to support you in every way. But, you know, it's kind of like there always has to be a winner of the Super Bowl. We do want to take time to recognize and reward those that went maybe a little on the extra mile each month. So what I want to start out with tonight is recognizing our top 10 and personal volume for the month of January. We had a very exciting month. And I'm going to say their name and how much they sold, and then and where they're from, so we can get an idea of how vast where everything's coming from. It's not just in one little area. So in the number, this is personal volume. That means what you sold personally for our brand new people. And the number 10 position, Amy Carter with $3,202 from Maryland. Number 9, Nancy Ornow for $32.95 from Missouri. Number 8, Abby Helen, $33.10 from Missouri. Number 7, Ashley Coleman from North Carolina with $35.98. Number 6, Angie Schmid with $39.65 from Missouri. And number 5, Ricky Going with $4,372 from Missouri. In the number 4 position, Jennifer Fitzgerald, or as we affectionately refer to her as Jen, $4,418 from Virginia. Number 3, Amy Graziano from North Carolina with $4,458. In the number 2 position from Tennessee, Becky Bowman with $5,133. And the number 1 in personal volume for the month of January from the Bravo region is from South Carolina. It's Becky Glade with $6,820. So let's give all of them a big round of applause. Way to go, guys. Good job. I'm super proud of you, and you're really setting the pace. And now that we're starting to make this on a regular basis, you know, we'll be reaching out to some of you to share your tips. I am not the expert. I might have more years of experience. However, a lot of you are out there doing it. So as we move forward, we want to hear from you, and I thank you for being on the call tonight. I also want to recognize our top 10 in group volume. And our group volume is you and your entire team down to the next manager, but the month you promote a manager, their sales count. So in just our region, which is about 1/4 of the nation, and the number 10 position from Missouri, Ricky Goings with $81.95. Number 9, Amy Carter from Maryland, $99.50. Number 8, Laura Miller from Tennessee with $10,162. Number 7, from Missouri, Rebecca Mason with $10,557. Number 6, from Texas, Kay Thibodeau with $12,687. Number 5, Abby Helen from Missouri, $13,130. Number 4, from Florida, Leslie Reilly with $13,346. Number 3, from North Carolina, and I must say it was her very first month in the business, so very exciting, $14,439. Number 2, in her second month in the business, from South Carolina, with $27,426, Becky Glade. And number 1, and only her second month as a manager, from North Carolina, Kathy Jones with $42,973. So way to go, everybody. Unbelievable numbers. We had a great growth. And let's give everybody a big round of applause out there. Woo-hoo. All right, we got to cheer better. We're the Bravo region, guys. We are B-R-A-V, Bravo. So I also want to recognize everyone with 3 or more recruits in the month of this is personal recruits, not team, with 3 personal recruits from Tennessee, Becky Bowman, with 3 personal recruits from Missouri, Ricky Going, with 4 personal recruits, her first month in the business as well. And by the way, Becky, it was her first full month in the business. Michelle Kaufman from Texas, with 8, her first month in the business. From North Carolina, Ashley Coleman. With 10, also from North Carolina, Amy Graziano. And with 13 personal recruits from South Carolina, Becky Glade. Way to go, everybody. Great job. So we also have some new promotions. We have our newest team leaders that we want to recognize. Becky Bowman from Tennessee, Michelle Kaufman from Texas, Ashley Coleman from North Carolina. We also have a couple of ladies that took 2 steps in their business, going to senior team leader and on to manager in the same month. Amy Graziano from North Carolina, going from team leader up to manager and senior manager. Great job from South Carolina to Becky Glade. And also achieving senior manager is Kathy Jones from North Carolina. So we've got a great thing happening out there. And I just really want to really help you guys to see all the great things that are happening. So that's a lot of great recognition. But this month, we've got a real focus on building our teams through recruiting as well as through selling. So as many of you now know, we have a great promotion out there, and it is, I'm getting my own feedback. I'm going to ask if you're on a phone and on the internet, if you don't mind putting both of your devices on mute, that sometimes creates the feedback that we're getting. Thank you. We have a really great offer this month. As most of you know, but maybe not all of you, in March, we'll be releasing a new catalog. Now, if you didn't know that, that probably means you're so new that our current catalog is going to be new to everyone you know. So it doesn't matter which catalog you're using. And I think that's incredibly exciting, that it really does not matter which catalog, because everything's going to be new to your friends and family and the people you know online and the people you meet through your organizations and events and all the things that you do. But this month, I like to call it a 2-for-1. So as a new chocolatier joins our business, they're going to have the opportunity to not only get their kit at the regular $115, but when they qualify, and for those of you that aren't familiar with what the word qualify means in our business, it means basically turning a party in your first 45 days, or $200 at a minimum in your first 45 days. You're also going to be receiving our supplement kit. Our supplement kit is our new products. We do not change our kit. Very different than a lot of other direct selling businesses. And the reason we don't is because people come back because they fall in love with things. So when a new catalog comes up, we don't up and change everything. That'd be like every season the grocery store having new products. How frustrating, would that be if every time you went to the grocery store, things are brand new and you couldn't get your oldies but goodies. Now, we all do know at the grocery store, occasionally there are new things that come out and things that go away. So this time we'll be introducing 5 new products, or actually, 5 new products and a repackage and of our White Chocolate Chef series. But most of our other products will remain intact, and we will be posting what is leaving here shortly. So our supplement kit consists of the new products that are being released, as well as a set of brand new catalogs, because many of you coming in this month are getting the current catalog, which will end on February 28th, and the new catalog will begin on March 1st. Now, this is a hard finish and a strong start. There's no overlap, so all your February parties will need to be using the current catalog, will need to be closed by February 28th, at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. So all parties will need to be closed out and submitted for the February specials, the February incentives, and the current February catalog to be intact. And at midnight Pacific, 12 a.m. I should say, Pacific Standard Time on March 1st, we will begin our new catalog, our spring-summer catalog. Very exciting with our new products. So this month, we've put together our supplement kit. Like I said, it'll have the 5 new products as well as the catalogs. It's a $121 value. And exciting news for all of our February chocolatiers, just for joining and qualifying, submitting your first party or your $200 in your first 45 days or more, you'll be receiving that supplement kit absolutely free. It's a great month for all of you out there to recruit, whether you're brand new or you've been with us for a while. Everyone can have that. And if you're another way to earn that, if you did not join, let me say, in February, you can earn that by recruiting 2 new chocolatiers that qualify. I mean, you recruit 2 that get their supplement kit in their first 45 days. They qualify, and selling $1,000 this month. Now, for many of you, that's just a few parties. For others of you, it's a great network selling opportunity. It may be a fundraiser, a corporate gift giving, many ways that you can sell that $1,000. So keep in mind all the different ways that you build your business and find your recruits. So there's a lot of great opportunity out there for you. So you can earn the supplement kit free as well. Now, you may be sitting there going, well, I'm brand new, but I am hot and on this thing, and I want to grow my business. I've got parties booked. I'm out talking to people. I'm social networking. You have the chance to earn too, because you'll get your first one for joining in February and qualifying, and then you can earn a second one for recruiting 2 or more qualified and selling $1,000 or more dollars. So lots of great opportunity for many of you. Now, what I'd like to do real quick is just stop and see if anybody has any questions regarding that promotion. All right.
Yeah, Lori, this is,
go ahead.
is it 2 recruits and 1,000 in sales, or was it 2 recruits and 2 parties?
Oh my gosh, thank you, Jeff. It's 2 recruits and 2 parties. I just totally messed that up. Thank you for calling that to my attention. So, as you can see, you do not have to be perfect to do this job, and we always have great assistants out there in the audience to keep us straight. So it's 2 recruits and 2 parties. I was trying to get y'all to do more. Don't y'all see I want to grow my region? So it's 2 recruits and 2 parties. Thank you, Jeff. Good catch. Anything else? All right. Well, I want to continue on and welcome our new recruits that have joined us since February 1st. We have already had, even with us being away and all the big push being put at the end of January for our Sweet Escape trip, and us being in Vegas for the last week, we've had an awesome recruiting start. We already have 17 new recruits in our region, and I'd like to welcome Renee Basil from Missouri, Marilyn Beebe from Missouri, Heather DeRoche from Louisiana, and please bear with me on the pronunciation of names. I'm doing my best. Brandon Evans from Louisiana, Stephanie Dixon from Texas, Berlin Hudson from Texas, Mary Silva from Texas, Rebecca Niederman from Texas, Amanda Fortner from Alabama, Elizabeth Green from Arkansas, Shara Stevens from Arkansas, Aaron Jones from Virginia, Minerva Montalvo from South Carolina, Natasha Pinnell from Kansas, Brock Pulling from North Carolina, Amy Turner from Kentucky, and Joshua Walker from Georgia. So let's give our newest chocolatiers a big BR-AVO Bravo welcome. Give them a big round of applause, everyone. So we also have some of you that have already started, that I want to recognize, that are already recruiting this month with 2 recruits this month. Becky Glade Also, Amy from South Carolina, Amy Parfait from Louisiana. I hope I'm saying that right. Melody Balson from Florida, Ricky Going from Missouri, Camille Lehman from Texas, Elizabeth Jackson from Kentucky, Christine Ma from South Carolina, Nancy Ortnow from Missouri. So we have got a lot of you that have already been out there recruiting and making things happen. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I was doing this earlier today and pulling it together very quickly. And some of you may have even recruited since I pulled the recognition or entered orders since then. So this is from about noon Central Time today. So that is some great things that are happening in our team. So I want to do something. I want to make this fun. I'm going to put on the gallery view so I can see all of you. I want all of you to walk away with that great supplement kit. How many of you want to walk away with a supplement kit? I mean, it's free. I believe you never leave money on the table, right? So I want to give you a little activity. I'm going to actually have some prizes. So I'm going to put on my timer. Everybody needs to get a pencil and paper. Let me get to my timer. If you want to participate, you're going to need a pencil and paper, I should say. I'm going to start, I'm going to set my timer for 60 seconds. And what we're going to do is when I say go, I want you to write down as many names of people that you know of that are not currently in Dove that you think DCD would be a great fit for. So don't cheat, okay? Everybody be honest. So when I say go, let's see how many people you can write down that you think need money, like to have fun, want to travel, want to be involved with the world's largest chocolate company, see a huge opportunity, need a new car, whatever it is. So on your mark, get set, go. You have 30 seconds. Seconds. Keep writing. 5 seconds. Stop. Everybody look up. All right, we're going to see who has the most. Got to be honest here. So who has at least 5 names written down? Raise your hand. Or say your name or something. All right, who has at least 7 names written down? Let's see, that's 7. Okay, who has at least 10? I see at least 3 hands still. Who has 11? All right, I see 2 hands. Who has 12? I see 3 hands. Who has 13? 13 or more. Who has 14 or more? Who has 15 or more? I think I still see a couple hands. 16 or more. 17 or more. 18 or more. All right, I still have 1 hand, I think. Right here it is Jonna Milburn. Jonna, where are you calling from? Don't talk to Jonna. Give Jonna a big round of applause. So Jonna, where are you calling from? Or zooming in with us from?
Indiana.
Indiana, well, welcome, Jonna. So I'm going to send you a prize, but I need you to email email me, okay? And I'm going to send you a prize for having the most.
Okay.
But I want every one of you to know that you're winners. Because now you have your list to start tomorrow to make sure that you run that supplement kit. And a few tips on how do you approach. First off, you want to start out by paying them a compliment, telling people why you think they would be great at that. Think of yourself as a recruiter, just like a headhunter. Call and tell them things like, you know what, I was thinking about you, and you have such a great personality, and I enjoy being around you so much that I get to handpick people I work with, and I picked you. I know that you are, so that's the first thing. Pay them a compliment. Or you might say, I know that you have experience in the direct selling industry and have had a lot of success. And you know, I have a business and we're looking for successful people just like you. And I'd love to tell you what we have to offer and how it might work for you. It's all about them. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to start out by paying people compliments that are real, that they know you didn't just say a pad, you know, you don't have a script that you call everyone. Because the people that you just listed are people that you know, or they would not have come to your mind. Does everybody agree? They're not just some random people out there. They are people that you genuinely know and you have a feeling about, and that's why they came to your mind. The second thing that you want to do is say, tell them what you think might appeal to them. It might be, Melissa, I know that, you know, you've shared with me that, you know, financially you're a little bit, you know, strapped, but I also know that you have 4 kids, and I really believe with the flexibility that we have to offer, that this is something that could fit your personality and your and the need for flexibility. This could be a perfect fit for you. So not only are you appealing to them, but you always want to start the conversation with a compliment. So I see Jeff Broussard there, and Jeff is always a great role player with me. Jeff, can you come off mute? So Jeff, if I called you up and I said, I'm going to give you 2 options, and I want you to tell me which one feels better, okay? So Jeff, you've always been such a great colleague at work, and I really would rather work with you than anybody else in our organization, because I know I can always count on you to be a great partner. And I have a great opportunity that I would love to tell you about. Okay, that's option number 1. Option number 2 is, Jeff, I just joined up and I'm trying to build my team, and I think you'd be so good at this. Can I tell you about it? Which
Option number 1.
Okay.
Option number 1.
So what felt better, Jeff?
Well, it made me feel good that you wanted to work with me, and that you enjoyed that.
And who was option number 2 about me?
It was all about you.
About my success. So whether you're doing this face-to-face in a text message, over the internet, on Facebook, if you have a relationship, share it. Now, of course, if they're strangers, it's a lot harder. But even in that, if you have someone that has come to you maybe through a Facebook group, or someone that you don't know really well, maybe they've come to you persistently. You can say, I love your persistence. I can tell you have what it takes to be successful because you go after what you want. Think of a way to personalize this as best as you can. It won't always be possible, but with the people on your list right now, it is possible because you have a personal relationship with them, or they wouldn't have gone on that list. Secondly, then the next part that you want to do is say, Jeff, I know as we're talking at work, you've been talking so much about wanting to remodel your home and that your dining room is first on your list. If I could show you how to get that dining room remodeled in just a few hours every week, would you be interested in hearing about it? Or option 2, Jeff, I know you said you really need some money because you want to do your dining room. So why don't I just show you how you can make $500 a month to get that dining room done?
Option 1 again.
And what was the difference? Because those were pretty similar.
They were, but again, it was more of a partnering with option number 1, where it was option number 2 was, let me tell you how.
Exactly. And I used words, very non-threatening words like, if I could show you, instead of, let me do this, or you ought to sign up, or if you sign up, you could get this. Think about giving people that freedom. If I could show you, if you were to do this. That feels very relaxed and non-threatening to people when they're thinking about listening to an opportunity. Direct sales is such an amazing business. Unfortunately, there's a few companies out there that maybe put a bad taste in certain people's mouths for the fact that they're going to be pressured. So by using words like if, and what are you looking for, and how can this fit your lifestyle, and what would this mean to your family, these are words that say, I care about your success, not about me building my own business. And there's a great saying by the, famous, wonderful legend, Zig Ziglar, that says, if you help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want. And we have many people on this call right now that are living proof of that, and that truly is where you want to put your focus. So I want you to think about tomorrow and be having urgency. You really have an amazing opportunity. And if your best friend or the people that would have put you on this list had this and didn't call you, and you found out later that they had thought of you and didn't call you, and you really needed this, how would that make you feel? I always say, don't be selfish. Sharing our opportunity is a gift. Shoving it down someone's throat is a pressure. Sharing it because they have a great need is a gift. I think about the person that signed me up 25 years ago into direct selling. Many of you have heard me say this. I can't imagine where my life would be. I can't even imagine what kind of house I would live in, or what kind of career I would have, or what my children's activities and my finances. That is all beyond my wildest imagination. But because someone took a chance for this little 25-year-old girl with 3 kids under the age of 5 who didn't have a car to get to her parties in, and only lived in Texas for 4 months and knew about 5 people by name, and it was before I could reach out by internet and cell phone, and it was old snail mail and the regular phone with a phone cord were my only 2 options, besides meeting people live. They took a chance on me, and today I've had a fabulous career because. So don't be selfish. Let's make that the Bravo kind of saying. The Bravo region is the most generous, wonderful, giving region, because we're never going to hold this back from anybody out there. Dove Chocolate Discoveries, no matter what region you're in, let's all partner together and make sure we're doing that. So don't forget, if you can't remember who it was that was my winner, I think it was Jonna. Jonna, don't forget to email me so I can send you a prize, okay? Now,
can I get quick email again?
Sure, it's Laurie, Laurie .Lambert at DoveChocolateDiscoveries.com. Now, the second part of earning this certificate is holding 2 parties, or turning in 2 parties. So now I want each of you to write down 10 people that you would like to give free product to. 10 people that you'd like to get to know their friends and hang out with them for the evening. The most fun 10 people you know in your life that aren't currently in Dove. So I want you to write down, let's just take about a minute again. These activities don't take long. And I want everyone to write down 10 people. Think of your mother, your best friend, your next door neighbor, someone you used to go to church or synagogue with, your child's soccer team, a coworker. The 10 most fun people you know. That's 25 seconds. Ten seconds. Okay, stop. How many of you got 10 on your list? Show of hands. Raise them high so I can see. How many got 8? Or 8 or more? Keep your hands high. How many got 7? Play along. You know, it's amazing. If I would have asked you without putting a timer on, many of you wouldn't gotten more than 2 or 3. But it's amazing when we're doing something, making it fun, being in a contest, doing it along other people, what we can get done. And that's how we want to think of the business. It's truly that simple. Give yourself permission to just have fun with it. Hey, I see the Marsh family there had 11. That's awesome. So another little challenge for you, a call to action to make sure that you're getting this, is the first person to book 2 new parties into February. They're not on your calendar right now, but the first person to email me and has booked 2 new parties into February is going to get a gift from me. And everyone that books 3 new parties into February by a week from today and emails me is going to get a gift from me. So you've got a list. Just think right now, many of you have got 10 or 20 names in front of you. I started with recruiting on purpose because that's the best part of our business. Some of those names may even be the same. If they don't choose to have a business with you, offer them the opportunity to have a party. And of course, if they don't do that, get referrals and sell them a whole bunch of chocolate. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing, however you do it. So February is all about parties and recruiting. And I know many of you probably came to this call hoping I was going to do this like grand PLC wrap up. And by the way, I'm going to share some great things with you. However, there's no way to fit 3 days of excitement into an hour meeting. I just can promise you that, right? Those of you that were there, shake your head in agreement, right? Those of you that have been before, shake your head, you know. But I do want to share with you what I considered some of the highlights to support what we've been talking about today. We have a really, really great tool. Many of you have heard me say parties are the answer. I know there are some of you on here that have never held a party in your life, and you are doing fantastic. And bravo, bravo to you. However, we are a party plan, and many of us are out there holding a full lineup of parties. So come out with a new tool to make it easier for those that think they can't book parties, those that have never held parties, or those that just want to book more parties. I'm going to have to stand up, and I don't know if I can get it all on the screen, but I'm going to kind of give you an idea. So there's 3 parts to booking at a party, I believe. Well, I believe there's more than 3, but number 1 thing that you want to do is have fun. If you're not having fun, no one's having fun. And it is called a party, and I've never met anyone that wants to go to a party that's horrible. Have any of you ever been to a party that was really a stinker? And no matter what they were offering, they could have been, you know, offering new plasma, 120-inch flat screen TVs as a host gift, but you could not honestly call your friends and go, you've got to come, it's so much fun, right? You couldn't honestly do that. So the first thing that I believe why people were, the main reason I believe people book parties is for a repeat performance. If they're having fun, they're going to want to do it again. If they see the benefits of being a host, they're going to want to be a host. But if they're not having fun and they're not seeing the benefits, and if they're not asked, they're probably not going to have a party. Only about 10% of people that hold parties do what I call volunteer. And that means they come to you and say, hey, I want to have a party. I want you to have 100% success, not 10%. So when we think about the party, first off, you want to have fun. You want to be there. You want to be prepared. You want to look fun. You don't want to look like you just got out of bed and had to show up. You know, look like you're there to party. Have a great time. Secondly, you want to start out by setting your intention. We call this your power statement. And if you're not familiar with the power statement, I'm going to start doing some training actually as early as tomorrow night. I just decided this today because I've had so many people tell me I'm not sure what a power statement is. A power statement sets your intention. It tells people tonight we're going to have fun. My power statement, if I were doing a power statement, might say something along the lines of, you know, I want to thank all of you guys for having me here tonight. I met Jen at a party last week, and I can't thank her more for inviting me into her home and letting me meet her friends. That's the biggest compliment she could have ever paid me. And so tonight, number one, I want us to all relax, have a great time, and eat some fantastic chocolate. If you're having a great time, I bet you're not going to want to keep your friends from this. So at the end, we're going to set a party anytime during the party for you and your friends so you can have this all over again. Don't be selfish and keep this to yourself. And if you're sitting there thinking, wow, that girl's job looks pretty darn easy to get paid, eat chocolate, drink martinis, and go to someone else's clean house, I'd like a job like that. Let's talk about that. You can have a $6 income, a $600 income, or a 6-figure or 60-figure income. You get to choose what you want. And I would love to tell you more, and we'll be talking about that throughout the party. So stay tuned and take good mental notes because we're going to have fun tonight. So I've set my intention. I've told people we're going to have fun. If you tell them they're going to have fun, they're going to have more fun. And you can't say that without a smile on your face. Everybody right now with me, try to go, you're going to have fun and frown. We're going to have, come on, you got to try it. You're going to have fun. Somebody do it with me. You can't do it. I see smiles across the board. So if you tell people they're going to have fun, they're going to have fun. It brings a smile to their face. Secondly, if you tell people you're going to want to book parties with them, and if they see the value in all the free and they see the value in the fun, don't be selfish and keep it from their friends, they're going to expect you to ask them. And if you don't, they're going to think you don't like them. So don't make anybody feel uncomfortable and don't ask them. That'd be so mean. When your feelings get hurt if someone said, you know, I want every one of you to do this, and then they don't ask you, then you'd be thinking, oh, what's wrong with me? And then you tell them, look at this business. It's the best opportunity ever. Maybe you'd want to do it too or know somebody that would. I have set my intention. That's my power statement. Throughout the party, we do booking bids. That's where we talk about the next party. So I'm looking here, and I see Diana Earl sitting over here, and she's got a great face, and she's smiling at me throughout the party. And when I hand out our brand new peanut butter chocolate, oh my gosh, it is just over the top. I can't wait till I get to taste it. Diana's face just lights up, and I'm going to say, Diana, I'm going to make sure you get that for free at your party. Now, she hasn't said she's going to have a party, but she's just one of those people I can interact with, right? And we always say if you talk about the next party, there'll be the next party, right? Or you might say, I see Diane Wozni here, and I say, Diane, I bet your friends would like to try some of this great stuff at your party, wouldn't they? I'm just placing the thought. We call those booking bids. You do the same thing with recruiting. The next thing that you want to do is you want to share what's in it for them. And we have this awesome tool. I just don't know that I could. I'm going to try to get way back here. And it's our fold out on why you want to be a host. Isn't that incredible? No more guessing. If you don't want to take product to staff the host, this will tell everybody what's in it for them. And I'm so sorry all of you didn't get to go to PLC and get one of these. Don't y'all wish you had one? Sorry, sad face. Everybody have a sad face for those that didn't go. Guess what? You're all getting one. Yay! Doug will be mailing these out. I don't know the exact date, but kits that started shipping Monday have these in them. And every chocolatier will be getting one sent to them. Can you imagine the investment Doug is making in that to make sure that every single person can have this great, simple tool and be able to explain our host program. If you can read pictures, you don't even have to really be able to read words. You can use this tool. So I'm telling you, we are some pretty smart people, but you know what? There's some people out there that are super successful that may not be as smart as the next one, and that's okay. We want them too. I say sometimes we need the needy and the greedy, so we like both at Doug. So the first thing it says is you might say at your party, if you knew you were going to have this much fun again one night, and you knew that you could get a lot of free product, and all you had to do was hang out with girls, how many of you would like to have a repeat of this? And I didn't say have your own party, did I? I just said, well, how many of you would like a repeat? They say yes, and I say, well, let me show you what all you can get. And you can like let it all fold out. If you're dramatic like I am, I'm a little dramatic for those of you that are meeting me for the first time, because I like that part of life. You might take it apart one at a time, however suits your personality. And you can say, you know, how many of you tonight are having fun? And they'll raise their hand. How many of you would like to do this again sometime? They raise their hand. How many of you like free stuff? They raise their hand. Well, let me show you. Do you know what? When you host a Dove party, you get free products. In fact, I want you to max out the program. Who here could use $200? I bet you after all you've tasted today, $200 in product would be awesome, right? Be thinking about what you would get. How about half price? You know, we did that chicken chipotle tacos tonight. How would you like to get that for yourself and maybe a couple others at half price for friends for gifts coming up? We also, now this is really cool, our VIP signature product box here with Miss Brown with about 6 pounds of our fabulous Mars products. So you can go through this. I won't bore you tonight. I'll train more to this tomorrow. But you can show them everything, and boy, does it make a statement right there for you. So that's a great tool that each and every one of you will have every time you want to use it. But we said tonight is all about parties and recruiting. And so Dove does nothing halfway. So what do? You turn it over on the back and say, discover the benefits. How many of you think my job looks more fun than your job that you go to every day? I didn't say, again, hear those soft words. I didn't say, how many of you think you would do my job? How many of you would want my job? I said, how many of you think my job looks more fun than your job? Questions that you're going to get yes answers to, right? I think most people are going to think my job looks more fun than their job. How many of you get to drink on the job legally? A little martini here, a little martini there. How many of you get to eat chocolate all day long? You have fun questions. Well, let me tell you the benefits of being a chocolatier. There's not just one, there's not just two, there's a whole bunch of them. So again, on the back side, we get to talk about how many of you believe you think you'd be the best boss you've ever had. I know I would be. Don't tell John Wyckoff that. However, I do know that. How many of you earn the money that you need and are paid what you're worth? And you can talk about the kind of income. They can make over $1,200 a month just by getting out 2 times a week, having fun. They can earn supply coupons so that their business is supported and they're not eating up their profits, supporting their business. Fun incentives, awards, vacation, training, support. It goes on and on. So you're going to find all kinds of ways to use this fabulous tool. And every single one of you, oops, sorry, I thought I had all my phones on silent. Every single one of you, if you don't have it, those of us that went to PLC have it. Don't forget, too, things like this come out very special. And they don't always add these and send them out to everyone. In fact, this is the first that I've ever seen them do this. So make sure you register for National Conference in Chicago. It's the 2nd week of July. If you've never been to Chicago, it's a phenomenal city. There's so many great things to explore and do. And I know you don't care if that it's my favorite city, but however it is, I think you'll find that it's a wonderful place to visit. It has a lot to offer, and we're going to be doing great. And if you register by Friday and you did not attend PLC, your registration is only $125. So get in there and register now. Diana, Earl.
So anybody can go to conference in Chicago, is that correct?
That is correct. You do not have to be a leader. So get registered. Don't miss out, because I have a feeling that we could blow out our numbers and actually run out of space because of the excitement and the recruiting that's happening right now. So don't delay. Register, register, register. Also, I got a little tool. Some of you may be making me, and this is a gift. But talk to your upline leader if they attended conference. Leaders, if you weren't able to, reach out to me. This is a great tool to use with your team. It's called hesitation cards. When somebody hesitates about booking a party, I have a great tool as you can work alongside your chocolatiers. Some of you may be receiving this as a gift from me after tonight. So we have a lot of great things out there for you. Keep in mind, booking and recruiting are very similar. I'm going to pick on Jeff because he had a big aha about 2 months ago. That if you can do one part of this business, right, Jeff? If you can book, you can recruit. If you can recruit, you can develop. If you can develop, you can grow a business, right?
Right.
One way. And the same thing as in the things that you use at your party. Power statement, visuals, and your clothes. It's all the same. And even using your questions on the back in your full service checkout, which we'll talk about in one of our upcoming training calls. Those are the tools that you need, and it covers everything from selling, recruiting, and booking parties. And it's one technique that services all of the above. All you got to do is master one thing, and you can be a master of this business. We also came out, I want you to check out, I'm going to be wrapping up soon because I know it's hard when we're in a meeting this soon, but via Zoom, but we have some great tools that will be coming to you. We have a new host coaching checklist. This is a great tool. It will be in the back office to really make sure that you're partnering with your host. It's not about just giving her a packet and showing her at the party. It's about being her partner. Think about a wedding planner in a very, very minute kind of way. You're a partner to make sure when you partner, you're making sure your business is successful. If you do not partner with your host, you are turning your income over to someone else. I don't know about you, but I like being in control of my own income. Isn't that why most of you joined? You want to be in control, not someone else. So that partnering with your host will be another training that we can do together. As you start to meet people, we've got a great new agreement to use when you're sitting face to face that has tools on it, like helping them set their launch date at the point of interviewing, at the point of the cocoa check, so that you're setting an expectation that they are going to be successful. If that's the way they're going to do their business. It's a place for them to start thinking of the next 6 dates that they have available for parties, and who they want to ask so that they can use all of those bonus coupons that they get when they join the business, the $8, $20 coupons that are good for their first 45 days. Also from that list, you'll probably identify 2 or 3 people that would be great in the business so that they can use their $85 recruiting coupon. So this is a great tool, and again, we'll be training to this more. And then we put it all into a simple book for you called the Quick Start Kickoff Outline. That this will start to ship in every kit, and that you'll be able to work through this with your chocolatiers. Again, if you can read and you can build a relationship, you can really train someone. But you know, reading this book to them, if all it took was you reading it, it wouldn't take you. Most people that join can read on their own. The most important thing about building your team and really having success is building that relationship and getting to know that person and filling their needs and having fun with them and getting to know them more. So it's not just about reading this, it's getting to really know what that new chocolatier wants and how they want to do their business and what's going to suit their needs. So many of you have heard the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Really what makes a strong recruiter is the platinum rule. Do unto others as they would do unto themselves. Find out what makes them tick and go after it. Teach them their way. Help them. If you don't know their way, there is someone in the Bravo region, there is someone at DCD, there is someone in the office, there is someone across the nation that can support you. Unless you're such a trailblazer that you're going to teach all of us, and there's some of you that are doing it, and that is so exciting. So don't be afraid of that. We're also going to be starting to offer teleconferences. Every month, our managers, starting in March, will be signing up. There'll be all kinds. There might be an 11 o'clock in the morning and a 2 o'clock in the afternoon and an 8 o'clock at night. And each month you can go on board and you can on the calendar and you can look and say, I want to be part of that call. I want help in that area. Or I can't be on that call. I'm going to ask one of my business partners, meaning your recruiter, your upline, your sideline, to check that call out and share her notes with me. And then I'll do the same for her one day because I'll be available at a time she's not. I really believe we have thought of everything to help you be successful that we know of now. Do we know all the answers? No, but we sure are out there learning it all together. And we've got such an amazing, amazing program. And I do want to let you know that we're going to be seeing some great updates come to your hostess portal. A few highlights is going to be that we're going to have themes, kind of like an e-ride system. Everybody say yay! So you can have a girls' night out thing. You can have a traditional dove party. You can have, and of course this is great for your online parties or your live parties. There is a chill and grill, I think is one of them's called. So there's a number of new ways to let your host. There's going to be host tips spread throughout the hostess portal. The host can see herself, so she can see when people are, when he or she can see when people are receiving their invite. They'll be able to RSVP right within the invite. So a lot of great updates coming to your hostess portal or your host portal. Like I said earlier, there's no way for me to cram 3 days into an hour meeting. But I've done pretty darn good at 56 after the hour. You know me, I love to be prompt, ladies and gentlemen. But I do want to open up the call to give you guys a chance to ask any questions, and then we'll review our calls to action and how you can be rewarded by attending this call. Any questions?
Lori, I have a question about the national conference in Chicago.
Yes?
The price until Friday, after the 13th, for anybody that did not attend PLC, what does the price go to after the 13th?
I believe I saw 150. I think it went from 125 to 150.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then it goes up from there.
Right. The earlier you register, the better the price. Also, make sure you have a spot. That's very, very important. Any other questions? How many of you enjoyed our first Bravo team meeting? Did y'all like this?
Yay.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yay! I enjoyed it. And I want some of you to help me. You guys have given me great ideas. So, here's what we're going to do. Remember, the first person to book 2 parties into February will get a gift from me, and everyone that books 3 by next Thursday will get a gift from me. You need to email me or text me, okay? These are new parties not currently on your calendar. And also, I know there's some of you out there that would love to have your hands on these hesitation cards that did not attend PLC. So the first 6 people to send me their 3 biggest learnings from this meeting that did not attend PLC, you send me an email and say, I learned this, this, and this, or I'm excited about this, this, and this. I will send you these cards, okay? Make sure when you email me, I don't care what region you're in, I don't care what state you live in, we're all a big team, I want to support all of you. You include, though, your address, your name, address, and phone number, okay? So I know where to send it. And I'll do my best to get them out just as soon as possible. I just got home last night and my list is really long. So I'll get them out very quickly, but I already do have them in my hot little bin, so I don't have to print them. My phone number is 817, if you want to text me, 217-7103. And my email is Lori, LAURIE.Lambert@DoveChocolateDiscoveries.com. I'm going to stop the recording.